Hello, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Oliver, and this will be a 25-minute all-level yoga flow that stretches the shoulders, the back, the hips, and the legs. So let's begin in a comfortable cross-legged seated position, relaxing the shoulders down and away from the ears, closing the eyes, placing your hands on the knees. We'll just take a moment here to connect with ourselves, connect with our breath. Taking long, deep inhales in through the nose, and long, steady exhales out through the nose. Observing your body, noticing if you're holding any unnecessary tension in any parts of your body. And just try to let go of that tension with your exhales. Observing your mind, the thoughts that may be racing through your head, your feelings and your emotions that you may be experiencing right now. And just doing your best to let go of any distractions, whether they're coming from the outside or the inside. We'll stay here for 5 more counts. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly open your eyes and we'll come into our all 4 tabletop position with our shoulders over our wrists and hips over our knees in straight lines. We'll start off with a few cat and cow to mobilize our spine. So on the inhale, we're going to arch the back, open the chest, and look up towards the sky. Exhale, round the upper back, tuck the tailbone in, suck the belly in towards the spine. To cat pose. Inhale, slowly coming back into cow pose. Exhale, moving with your breath back to cat pose. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. We'll come into our cow pose, arch the back, open the chest, look up. And we'll hold here for 10 counts, continuing to breathe. 9. Roll the shoulders down and back away from the ears. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Exhale, pushing the floor away to bring the curve into the upper back. Tucking your tailbone in, stomach in towards the spine to cat. And breathing. 9, 8, 7. Spreading your scapulars for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming back to your neutral spine. Very good. From here, we're going to sit our hips down to child's pose. So separating the knees a little wider, feet together. And just sitting your hips down to your heels. Relaxing your forehead down. Take a few breaths here. Getting comfortable into this position. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On your inhale, walk your hands forward, stacking the hips over the knees in straight lines, separating the feet hip-width apart, and sinking your chest down towards the ground. You can place your chin or your forehead down, whichever one feels more comfortable to you. Feeling the stretch in the shoulders, the upper back, and breathe for 5 more counts. 4, 3, 2, and 1. On your inhale, moving your body forward. We're going to drop our pelvis down to the ground, resting the elbows and hands down. Inhale, lift the chest up to Sphinx pose. Trying to relax the glutes, decompress the spine for 5, 4, relaxing the shoulders down away from the ears, 3, 2, and 1. From here, pressing your hands down in the same position, we're going to just lift our elbows up to seal pose. Again, relaxing the shoulders down away from the ears. You can tilt your head up just slightly and hold for 5. And if this is a little too much on your lower back, you can bend the elbows slightly like so for 3 more counts. 2, and 1. Exhale, elbows down. Slide the hands next to your chest. And an inhale, we'll push up into upward facing dog. Here, relaxing the shoulders down away from the ears. You can tilt your head up slightly. Again, relaxing the glutes. Holding for 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, exhale, hips back and down into child's pose. Just relaxing your breath here. You can also shift your hips left and right if that feels good to you. We'll do this little mini flow for 1 more time. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On your next inhale, walk your hands forward. Hips over the knees, sinking the chest down. Chin or forehead down to puppy pose. 1 more time. 5, taking deep breaths. 4, with each exhale, sinking your chest down a little further. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, shifting your body forward into Sphinx pose, pelvis down to the ground, relaxing the glutes and pushing your chest up. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, just the elbows up. Hold for 5. This is called Seal's Pose. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, elbows down, sliding your hands next to your chest. Inhale, upward facing dog. So here, relaxing the glutes, but engaging the legs slightly, if you can, hovering the knees over the mat just a little bit. 3 more counts. 2, and 1. From here, we're going to look over our right shoulder towards the back foot, the right foot. For 5, just a little twist. 4, relaxing the shoulders and relaxing the glutes. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, look over the left shoulder to your left foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, back to center, bringing the knees down. And exhale into child's pose one more time. Again, you can shift your hips left and right. Do whatever makes you feel good in this pose. Decompressing the spine for 3 more counts. 2, and 1. Good. From here, coming into our all-four position again. This time, tucking your toes, we're going to lift the hips up and back into our downward facing dog. So here you can begin to pedal the feet left and right. Just waking up the hamstrings, working the shoulders, stretching the low back for 5. Taking deep breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, bring your heels down to the ground, into downward facing dog. And if your heels are lifted off the ground, don't worry, you can bend the knees. Bring the chest towards your thighs and lift your hips up high. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. We're going to step the right foot in between the hands, dropping the left knee down and sliding the left leg back into Anjaneyasana. So here, you can take this option of placing the hands down for stability. The next level is to bring your hands next to your waist. And finally, the last one, if you can, bring the arms up over the head and look up, finding your balance. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, we're going to bring the hands down next to our right foot. Tucking the left foot, we're going to slide the right leg back into our half split. So you can be up here, and if it's too much in the right hamstring, you can also bend the right knee, flexing the right foot so the toes are pointing up to the ceiling. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to shift forward and plant our hands in line with the right foot here. And we're just going to shift back and forth, moving only our hips. Just going at your own pace here, as deep as you want to go for 10. 9, just bringing in a little movement into our stretch here. 7, 6, 5, 4, nice and gentle. 3, 2, and 1. So let's finish off with the right foot in front of us in Anjaneyasana position. We're going to lift the right knee up and then walk the right leg back into downward facing dog. So again, you can lift your heels off the ground, bend the knees and send your hips towards the sky, or you can drop your heels down to the ground. 3 more counts. 2, and 1. Switching sides, inhale, left foot in between the hands, dropping the right knee down, sliding the right leg back. Anjaneyasana position, taking your option. Maybe your hands are here on the floor or on your waist, or you can swing your arms up and look up. Holding for 5, 4, think about sending the right side of the pelvis forward and down to the ground. 2, and 1. Exhale, hands down next to your left foot. Tucking that right foot, slide the left leg back. Okay, just as far as you can go here. Feeling the stretch in the left hamstring. You can fold down if you're more flexible, or you can just stay up here. That's fine too. Bending the left knee if it's too much in the left hamstring. 4 counts. 3, 2, and 1. Shifting forward, left foot down flat on the ground. Hands plant down next in line with your left foot. Shifting just the hips back and forth. Back and forth at your own pace. 10. Just counting down here, but go at your own pace. 8, 7, 6, you should feel a nice stretch in the hamstrings here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to the front, tucking that right foot, lifting the right knee, and walking the left leg back into downward facing dog. And breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, we're going to step the right foot outside of the right hand into lizard lunge. You can slide the left leg back for a deeper stretch, dropping the left knee down, top of the left foot down flat. You can stay up here and hang out here if that's comfortable for you. Or maybe you can bring the elbows down, all the way down to the ground, interlace the fingers. And you can look forward, or you can bring your forehead closer to the ground. So here your right heel is next to the right elbow. And breathe for 5. With each exhale, try to ease into this pose. Feel the stretch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, left hand down to the ground, push yourself up. Bring the right hand to your right knee, and we're going to push that right knee away from us, trying to straighten the right arm, opening your chest up towards the ceiling, and sinking down the left side of your pelvis to the ground to breathe for 5, 4, this is a bit of a deeper stretch in the groin, 3, 2, and 1. So option to just stay here and hang out in this pose. Or if you can, kicking that left leg up, we're going to swing the right hand to the pinky side of the back foot here. Sinking your left side of the pelvis down to the ground, we're going to pull that back foot closer towards our hips. And then open your chest up to the ceiling. Feel the stretch in the left thigh. 5, 4, if it's too intense, you can drop that leg down. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly dropping the left foot down, right hand down, tuck the left foot, lift the left knee, and walk back into downward facing dog. You can pedal the feet here if you wish to. We'll stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, dropping the right knee and sliding the right leg back. Top of the right foot down, lizard lunge. Again, staying here or dropping your elbows all the way down to the ground. Interlacing the fingers, look forward or forehead down. Left elbow next to the left heel. And breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand down, push yourself up. Left hand, push that left knee away from you, dropping the right side of the pelvis down, closer to the ground. Open your chest up towards the ceiling. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, we're going to kick that right leg up. This is optional. Swing the left hand back, grabbing the back foot. Sink the right side of your pelvis down a little closer to the ground and pull your foot in closer to your bum. Hold for 5. Deep breaths here. 4, you should feel a nice stretch on the right thigh. 3, 2, and 1. Dropping that right foot down, left hand down. Inhale, lift the right knee. And exhale, left foot back. Downward facing dog, one last time. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to step both of our feet outside of the hands to Malasana or Yoga Squat. So here, dropping your hips down, hands in prayer position in front of your heart center. Use your elbows to push the knees out. Opening your hips, lifting the chest back as straight as you can go. You might also need to come onto your tiptoes. That's totally fine. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, bringing the hands behind your hips, sitting down, and just sliding back, lying down on your back. Let's hug the knees towards the chest, rocking left and right. Just giving yourself a little back massage here before we close our practice. Shavasana. Trying to relax your breathing here. And now just letting go of your legs. Legs straight out. Hands relaxed next to your hips with the palms facing up to the sky. Closing your eyes and just allowing your body to sink down into the earth. You can stay here for as long as you want to. And from here, thank you very much for joining my class. Namaste, and I hope you have a wonderful day.